He'll look to throw. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And
rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Smith catches left side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. On the crossing route, complete. It's Brown. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
At the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And now it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week, it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
3 plays, and
that's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing, Bridgewater. Man open left side is Brown. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Throw left side complete. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect.
That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Good. Makes the score Titans 27, Bears nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Bridgewater. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. To throw is Bridgewater. Quick slant to Brown. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. 44. Delta. 44. I'm scared. 44 is the mic. 44.
Bridgewater to throw it. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken.
12.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 43. Show it up.
They're going to look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here, the 32. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Come on, D. Check. Crunch. Joker.
They'll run it again with Henry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. This is Henry. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 42. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Henry. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Right over there, right over there. Yeah. Far down. It's coming this way. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going.
Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
36-yard line.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, here we go. He's coming. We got double up.
Now back to throw. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
The pass.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah.
Complete to C.J.
First target, first catch at a 1st down.
Pickup.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Kill. Check 13.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
intercepted.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Buying time to his left. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
To Keenan Allen.
Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
First down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Here's 2nd and 8. Sliding out of the pocket to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They'll look to throw here. He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. First down, Bridgewater. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. He got 29 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Bridgewater now from the 50. They set up the screen for Henry. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the 3rd down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Shift. You go tight. You got tight.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Rolling to his right. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And they do finally get him at the 12. A huge play there for Chicago. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead.
Dan Bailey lining up.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. They'll roll him out right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he fires one incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
For A.J. Brown.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Dancing to his left. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
The 15-yard line.
Bridgewater on first down. And right side, Henry's got it. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on. They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they've been on the same group for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Fielded it. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Titan football.
38-yard line.
They do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Bridgewater here to throw. Flushed out right. And now here is another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll find Hall. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a desperation throw deep down. This is caught inside the 15. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line.
Today's final score.
So this one, a